motherfucker for this week's episode. I'm not like a magical gay man that could just thwarp their fan, but here we are. Here we are for another episode of the Antisocial Socialite. Welcome. We are in the middle of a heat wave here in Boston, and my makeup's probably gonna melt off my face by noon, but here we are, guys. I had to take a break last week because I was like such a fucking zombie from work and life and mental health, and taking care of it is super important because I was ready to jump off a bridge by the end of the week. Because people are awful. People will treat you like shit because they feel like they're entitled to do that, and when you tell them no, or something that they don't like and they have a problem with it, even though you're super professional or reasonable, they have an issue. So fuck everybody, okay? Fuck every single soul that is mean to people, especially in this heat. But I'm gonna be mean to somebody right now, and right now we're gonna talk about Tristan Thompson, okay? Tristan Thompson, okay, it literally just came out like in between these episodes that I've aired that Chloe and Tristan are having a baby via surrogate, right? So like everybody's trying to connect the dots on social media, like, oh, that was around the time that Mara Lee Nichols had the other baby, okay? So now he's a dad of 4. Whether or not this surrogate has actually given birth or not, sounds like she's pretty close to giving birth, and this piece of shit is out in Mykonos, like hanging out with the ladies, whatever, right? Do as you wish, sir. Do as you wish. But I have to point this out because I think it's such a double standard for men and women and being parents. And I had this conversation a couple weeks ago with my friend, and he was just like, oh, well, sometimes there's like deadbeat moms that, refuse, not deadbeat, but I should not say that. That was not, no. That basically moms like refuse to let their children see their father, and a lot of it is protection, but a lot of it oftentimes is just bitterness. We all know that. And sometimes you're irrational because maybe he doesn't want to be with you anymore, or like all that shit, right? But I would say when it comes to men and parenting and when it comes to women and parenting, it's definitely a double standard. So here we have Tristan. I gotta get it right because he is a piece of trash. He is out in Greece just, hanging out, vacationing, or as E! News said, on his baby moon. I'm like, how are you gonna go on a baby moon if you don't have the mom there? Whatever. That's another topic. But he's just having fun partying while you go back home to the continental United States of America, and whether or not Chloe's taking care of this baby yet, or this baby is due to like grace their presence on earth, there are women back home taking care of this baby while he's out doing his thing, okay? And to me, that's such a huge problem because I'm like, okay, he's got 4 kids now, and he has like major just like disregard for the children that have been living on this planet for a couple of years, all the way till the children that are just being born now. I know it doesn't sound sensible the way I'm talking about it, and I think it's because the heat, but like women would be goddamned on social media if they just decide that like around the time their baby's born, they're just gonna go fly solo and not hang out, be with family and recovering and recouping and caring for their children. I don't see him caring for his multiple children. So I don't know, I just think that men, like everybody thinks that they're like stand-up individuals even if they've had multiple children in multiple relationships. Nick Cannon, I'm talking to you. But you could just go off and live your life, and by caring for children, and this is my whole thing, like I've said about Nick Cannon, he is not at every single house with every single child, taking care of them when they're puking in the middle of the night, having a nightmare, doing all of this stuff. It's always on the women to be the caretakers while these guys just go to the studio, or they go on vacation, or they're hanging with their boys, or they're doing all this stuff. Like, why aren't we holding men accountable for like staying home and being the providers and doing all this stuff? So I think a lot of times men and parenting don't really coincide well with one another, and that's why they're always like, dads get such a bad rap. Well, look at your peers, or maybe you are one yourself. Come on. Also, if you guys remember this fan from my season 1 little promo, my darling friend Andrew gave it to me, and I'm like, it's so me. Flashy, noisy, all that stuff. So yeah, and then we're gonna just talk about something quick and happy. Bennifer Affleck getting married in Vegas. And I know that, you know, people expect like these grand multi-million-dollar weddings, and I just love how simple that they kept it. And they're just like, nope, it was with our kids. It was something super low-key. They waited in line with other couples. They wore stuff that they basically already had, and it was simple. And I think that, you know, you can't knock them for it. It's something that they wanted to do. And although the media is like, oh, we didn't get exclusive photos of their wedding or all this shit, that's what they wanted to do. They're people at the end of the day. And, you know, after pretty what like 18, 19 years, 20 years, something like that they said that they've come back together. Let them just like live happily ever after and enjoy their lives. And, you know, I'm just excited for them. She actually found love for the 9th time, but she found love. And, you know, hopefully it gives hope for women like me out there in the world to circle back to a boyfriend that they've dated 20 years ago, which I would have been 17. Who was I dating then? Nobody, probably. Trash humans. No, I don't know. So what else do I have to, what other shit do I have to talk about today? Oh, you guys will be proud. Me being vapid and totally vain. I didn't repeat an outfit at work for 15 weeks and running now. And I know that sounds like so silly, but for the people that know me personally and know that the like last 11 years of my career, I've had to wear ugly ass uniforms to work. I was like, I really am gonna make the most of my outfits. And so I have like mixed and matched different pieces. If I have, yes, I've worn the same skirt, but it's always with a different top, or the top is now going with jeans or whatever. And that's why I'm always like, you need to have like the essentials, the basics, learn how to accessorize. You don't have to have a ton of shit to go far with your wardrobe. So yeah, I'm like super vain, and I'm like, yes, I went 15 weeks without not repeating an outfit, and yes, I'm fucking proud of it. But also, I love fashion, so why not? I mean, look at this necklace. I got it at Topshop when I was in Vegas, probably like, I don't know, we're talking like 8 or 9 years, and I still get so many compliments. I'm like, you need statements like this. Statements. You know what I'm saying? Statements. I'm probably gonna break it now because I'm being like annoying as fuck. And it's with a simple black dress and black sandals. It's like nothing crazy, but you know, it's all in the way that you accessorize and you hold yourself with confidence. Makes a whole ass difference. All right, now with that being said, I need to go live my best life, not taking care of any babies, very similar to Tristan Thompson, and I have to just get going and go to work. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I have not jumped off a bridge. You know, mental health, I gotta take care of myself. But yeah, it was great this weekend. I went home, I went out, I was just, you know, living a stress-free life. It's all I can do, guys. All right, I'll see you next week, maybe the week after, maybe the week after that, I don't know, but I'll see you soon.